So this is a conversation that I've had plenty of times with partners in my life. And I'm not just talking about romantic partners, I'm talking about business partners. I've had this conversation with my children. I've had this conversation even with family members. If we are saying that we have a task and we're going to split it 50-50, and then I do my 50%, and then on your 50%, I have to play your secretary. I got to do the prep work. I have to do the mental load of thinking and planning. I have to set out the materials before you get started. That is no longer 50-50. That is more like 75-25 or 80-20. And this is the trap that a lot of women will fall into in their relationships. They end up doing half of what is considered the masculine side of things, or what is the traditional male gender role, by putting themselves in position to pay half of the bills, or they'll put themselves in a position to do, half of the yard work, or half of this or half of that. But when it comes to, more feminine roles, traditional feminine roles like cooking or cleaning or taking care of the child care, there's no help for that. That person will look at you and they'll say, well, that's your job. But expect help with their traditional gender role, while also treating you like a child because you have lost the majority of your autonomy. You can't make decisions. All the decision making roles or the leadership role is placed on the person that's doing the least amount of work. It's a crazy making scenario because here you have this person next to you that's saying, I'm the leader, I'm in the leadership position, I make the final decisions. But when it comes time to do the work, you realize that it's been delegated all out to you. So you've set up this employer-employee dynamic inside your own house, which is so stressful, especially if you work outside the home, because outside of the home, you go to your job, you've got that same employee-employer dynamic. And then when you come home, you don't get the rest, you can't kick your feet up, you can't take this, mask off. You have jumped right back into the same role of being a worker. Next thing you know, you're burnout, you're begging your partner for help, and all they could say is, well, I'm doing my part. And they never acknowledge the fact that you're also helping them with their part while you're shouldering your part alone. Personally, when I see this dynamic playing out in my relationships, it's time to go. Because at 38 years old, I realized that a lot of my health issues have been stress related. And this is one of the most stressful things that you can get yourself involved in, because you know in your mind that you are carrying the majority of the load, but yet you have somebody who's standing there gaslighting you like you're not. It's literally crazy making.